So we were a group of 3 people evaluating world's best. We looked at websites, apps, mobile apps, iPad apps, expression across platforms. Overall, we were looking for excellence. We were looking for innovation, but also function, form, beauty, but also functionality. One thing that shaped a lot of our conversations was the audience of the site. Did the site or the app recognize its audience? Did it fully understand who they were designing for, who they were delivering to? Just making a native app for the sake of making a native app was not excellent to us. We were pleasantly surprised with a lot of the niche sites we saw: science journalism, sports journalism, fashion, travel, who really seemed to have a deeper understanding of their audience. One of the sites we awarded as World Best was the New York Times. It is the reference to the community on so many levels, but we really spent a lot of time evaluating it in the same lens as everyone else, and it holds up as the best example of a large news site.
WNYC really knows the device, really knows the users, and makes sense of having an app. That thinking behind the app, making something really useful for its users, goes beyond what we have been seeing in apps. And it's not like just that. The most important thing for an app, a news site, or somebody who tries to engage in that way with its readers, knowing its user and knowing how they use the device.
When we got to Al Jazeera America, all of us were like delighted by what the experience was. You know, the first thing is it's beautifully designed. The typography is like outstanding and thoughtful. The use of color is well considered. The use of photography is gorgeous. So, you know, from an aesthetic level, it looks beautiful. And then you start digging a little deeper, and you realize that the only thing you need to use, like to interact with this app, is your thumb. So it's all about gestures, and it's really all about ease of use. And I think one of the things that we noticed as we were comparing whether a native app to a responsive site is that with responsive sites, while like they work well at mobile, they don't necessarily embrace the fact that you're on a phone. And the Al Jazeera app just knows that it lives on a phone, and it just plays up to all those strengths.
Also awarded World's Best to Nautilus. Nautilus was one of the most pleasant surprises, I think, to some of us. It's also really, truly built for its audience. You can see those details in terms of having citations, links to scientific articles, corrections. The names of the subject verticals are spot on with its science community.